Anyone that's followed the situation in London knows that they have a very big problem, and that is rising crime, particularly that of a violent nature. It's rampant all over the place, out of control even. Something drastic needs to be done about this situation. Something drastic has to be, or more lives are going to pay the price. It's as simple as that. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining me once again. You know, I've done videos on this channel many times in the past where I criticise the level of law enforcement in this country. And one of the main criticisms is the numbers, how they're trained, where they come from, how they're vetted, the powers that they're given. And one of the most important things is what crimes that are committed they consider to be a priority over others. It's a very big problem, isn't it? Well, in London, we obviously have a big problem with regard to crimes involving one of these things. I'm not going to show the rest of it just because the YouTube gods might have something to say, but you can imagine what's out of camera. It needs to be dealt with. You need officers on the streets. You need, well, a heavy-handed approach to remove this scourge from the streets of London, or they're not going to be safe. Now, in the London Assembly, one of the Reform representatives made a suggestion as to how this could be done and how it could be paid for by reducing the budget of the Mayor's office back to the level it was nearly 10 years ago. You could afford to put 1,000 extra officers on the streets to really clamp down on this issue. Now, I want to play you about 30 seconds of a clip which starts with Sadiq Khan's answer to this and then finishes with the Reform rep's reaction. Have a listen.
As a rule of thumb, I never encourage anyone to work with Reform.
That's a clear no. So this is a really important issue, Mr. Mayor. Yeah, the figures quoted in the police and crime plan show that 70% of Londoners rank tackling knife and gun crime as one of their top priorities for London. You talked about cross-party working. I think that's it's a question of priorities. You've shown what your priority is. I'm showing what my priority is. I really, really hope that other members present, perhaps will have a more constructive conversation with me. Thank you.
As a rule of thumb, I don't encourage anybody to work with Reform. That was the quote from Sadiq Khan. It's like he listened to the guy but didn't hear. There is a major fucking problem in our capital city. You're the mayor of said capital city and we want to work with you to get this sorted out. Oh, because you're Reform, I don't want to work with you. Some matters go beyond party politics. Some matters go beyond petty political differences. This affects everybody, and the right attitude for the Mayor of London should have been yes. Actually, I think that's an idea worthy of some merit. We need to investigate this and look further into how we can get it done and reduce this level of crime in our city so people feel safe. Now, it's quite obvious that to a certain mayor, party politics is a higher priority to him than the safety of the residents that live in the city. In other words, he don't give a shit, does he? Unbelievable. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a look at these videos. And as always, I look forward to talking to you soon. Toodaloo.